What's up, people? That Guy Ralf, third favorite YouTuber, with another video. If you haven't seen by the cool hair and the Superman related, I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, but you're not a Superman fan. You don't like Superman. Whatever. Okay. This one's on the Death of Superman DC animated review. So spoilers, because I'm not gonna decided not to do a spoiler-free and a spoiler version. Figured just do one and call it a day. But before I get started with my review, I want to give my dad joke. I have two, but the first one isn't that funny, but it's clever. But why does Superman say jokes while running? Because he's an action comic. I thought that was clever as fuck. Okay, next one. This was a little funny. Not a lot of it, but enough. Where does Superman put his privates? He parks it on Lois Lanes. Anyways, on to the review. What's up, guys? Anyways, Death of Superman. Spoilers. Superman dies, as it says in the title. But, anyways, first I'm gonna give you my rating and tell you what I didn't like. What I did like. So my rating, to start it off, it was really good movie. Like, actually, my favorite Superman animated movie is All-Star Superman. I don't think it's better than All-Star Superman, but I think it's up there. So I gotta say it's number 2. But with that being said, 9 out of 10. Really great. I loved it. The only thing I didn't like was there was like a couple small parts in between, like waiting, like, because we all knew what was gonna happen if you read the comics. We all know Doomsday is the one who does it, and if you see Batman vs Superman, you know, you get the idea. So it's not too much of a like oh, you don't know what's gonna happen, but you wait for it to happen. Anyways, but it was really good. I actually went into it with kind of low expectations, only because of DC animated movies are so like amazing. I wait for them to mess up, and they still haven't. Batman Ninja, but even their Bat ones are actually decent. But with that being said, man, some of my favorite parts of the movie obviously was the last scene with Superman versus Doomsday. Like, it was going pound to pound. Doomsday was savage as hell. Like, he was just knocking everybody out. Man, I was scared. I thought Batman was going to die, man, but he always manages the way out. Superman, like, really gave it his all. There was a lot of things I liked about this. I loved how they brought up how him and Wonder Woman had a thing. You can tell they're kind of like still like work colleagues, but I don't know. But I like the way that you can tell Superman liked Wonder Woman, but Clark Kent was in love with Lois Lane, and they addressed that. And eventually Superman tells Lois Lane, like, I'm Superman, you know, and he tells her right before all this goes down with Doomsday. But you get to see like Aquaman, you get to see Hawkman. It was actually really cool to see Hawkman. He's really starting to come out in the DC universe, so it was really good to see him. Obviously, your favorite Justice League. They had a lot of like funny moments, but one moment that was actually one of my favorites, besides like the fight scenes and cool scenes, was it touched my core zone. When Superman died, they actually left the movie left the audience with connection with Superman, so you was able to feel it. Something that a lot of people felt like Batman vs Superman didn't have, but this movie did. I was connected with the Man of Steel, you know, Henry Cavill's Superman, but this one, watching the movie, you get a connection with Superman. But it was at the funeral, you know, they're giving speeches, and even Lex Luthor starts talking. Everybody's pissed off. Everybody knows what Lex Luthor's about. They're like, oh, you're a fucking phony. Oh, fuck you, Baldy. But there's a guard standing, making sure nobody gets out of hand, and you can see the Kents, Ma and Pa Kent, standing outside of like the little barrier, and they're crying, and the guy says you gotta back up. It's the small things, but the fact that they stuck with his identity, still staying intact, it was phenomenal. It was really good to see. And watching that, you know, if you're a parent, I guess no parent should have to worry about burying their kids. You know, it's getting a little dark here. So to see Ma and Pa can't even go to the funeral because of who Superman is, well, it was actually like really caught my attention. But overall, this movie was really good. you see a whole bunch of like different like suggestions that it's gonna be Superboy coming up in the next one. Even at the end, like towards the end credits, you see like the Cadamus, you know, whatever place, and the experiment that Lex Luthor's talking about, and you see at the end he's out of his containment, grabs the black jacket, you already know, and then you see Superman, he's alive again. Spoiler again, he's alive again, which nobody's really surprised. But you see the Fortress of Solitude coming out, you see like the jet going on its own. I actually like the way that they incorporated Doomsday stabbing him. Like, he actually won the fight, but you know, he didn't win the battle, fortunately, kind of, sort of. But he got stabbed, but he punched the shit out of Doomsday. Like, you know, like head spun and all. And it's like, damn, you could have did that earlier, but I get it, you know. It was just a really good movie. Animation's always on point. The voices are really good. They knocked out the park this time, and I can't wait to see part 2 to the Death of Superman. Hopefully he has like the beard and the black suit. I just want to see the beard, honestly, and the black suit. It's been a while since we've actually seen Superman in the black suit, unless you're there was a comic run not too long ago with him in the beard and the black suit. I forgot the name of it. Anyways, with that being said, that Guy Ralf, your third favorite YouTuber, Death of Superman, has already been reviewed. Please watch it. Great film. Great. I love the DC animation, and I recommend it highly for you guys to watch it. But as you can see, my background changed a little bit. I'm actually still working on it. Don't get comfortable. These are my hats, because my head's big and I like to cover them. But on all these hats, there's no Superman hat, believe it or not. Where is there? No Superman hat. But also, I'm still trying to get 100 subs, so please make sure you share, and subscribe if you haven't already. It takes 2 seconds. Please do that, alright? Anyways, I'm about to close it up. That Guy Ralf, 13 YouTuber. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Rub your nipples. Stay sexy. Death of Superman. Please watch it, alright? Up, and away. Goodbye, people.